Welcome to the NR92 Music Podcast. I'm Aidar, and I'm here with a dear friend of mine and fellow music enthusiast, Miss Nicky Houseman. How are you, Miss Nicky?
Well, I'm doing well, Aidar. It's been a busy afternoon, but a great afternoon.
Oh, it's been wonderful, wonderful. And I have a very specific topic I want to discuss with you. Avicii.
Yes.
Here's the reason why. So as of today, his song The Nights officially turns 11 years old.
Wow.
I know it's been that long. Not just that, but just recently, Hey Brother turns 12 years old.
Whoa.
And Levels just recently turned 14 years old.
I feel like I remember when it came out, or at least the time, because, well, aging myself a little bit here, but not by much. Middle School Dance was, that's where I first heard it, lived it, laughed it, loved it. Got it so often on the radio, but it was worth it, you know?
Very true, very true. And also I want to discuss with you just the meaning of Avicii and his work. I have my thoughts, and we've talked about this several times behind the camera. Before I give my thoughts, I'd like you to start, please.
Well, sure. Avicii's an influential EDM producer and DJ, mixologist, any of the words you want to use. I mean, we've got the image of Avicii's I Could Be the One with Nicky Romero there. He's worked with David Guetta.
He's worked with several people, a few famous DJs, of course, amongst them Nicky Romero, and he's actually worked with a few singers. And the guy who he did, which one was it? Yes, for Hey Brother, I don't remember the name. I remember his first name was Dan, and of course he's been actually a fairly famous singer, I believe, Southern singer, and he actually did not know how big Hey Brother was going to be, and so when it came to him, both of them in the recording studio and whatnot, he had headphones for Dan, and he basically played a few notes, a few banjo notes, I believe, as well. And Dan had this one idea of how it was going to sound like, how it was going to be, but when it was released, it completely blew him away. And he did not know how big it was going to be, and he didn't know how much of an impact that song really had. Because if he knew how that song was going to be, even he stated, I would have sang it so much differently. And I thought about this. When you think about it, I think it was perfect the way he sang it in the recording studio. Because if he changed it differently, oh man, I don't know how good it would have been. Not to discredit both Dan and Avicii, but when you think about it, when you find the right pieces, you find the right elements, that's all that matters. Because the right pieces will lead you to the best product you have out there.
Yeah, you're right. And this was a producer who was great at finding the right pieces.
Exactly. Nicky Romero. Man, it would have been fun if him and Ellie Goulding teamed up. Maybe they did. That I don't remember off the top of my head, but if they did, the concert, everyone would just go ecstatic, I would say.
I think it's fair to say that Avicii helped define a bit of a new wave of electronic dance music, especially in the early 2010s. But 2014, it honestly feels a little late. It felt like he arrived early on the scene. I know he was working earlier than that, but Levels is just kind of so unanimous with that time period for me that I'm honestly surprised it's only 14 years old.
That's a good point, because even though it's been 14 years, at times we forget how time has no meaning, and we don't always count the, let's call it those quick or short moments. And I think what I love about Levels is its simplicity. It's so simple, but so effective. And in my opinion, that's his greatest hit. And it definitely changed the world of EDM. Every DJ most likely will be playing it. David Guetta, you name it. Oh, and we could do that for hours on end.
It's great.
And yeah, thank you for your thoughts on that. And of course, my analysis is that, actually, I have a lot to thank for Avicii because he gave me or showed me a path to audio production, I would say. He showed me that, there's a lot of work, but there's a lot of love to it. And actually, because of Avicii, he's the reason I came up with the nickname, the Echo Bender. And
Yes.
what I've learned from him is that, it's love the process. Don't look at everything else or don't overanalyze it. Love the process. And just be, I think, if I had to say it, just be in tune with it. Because whenever I do audio production and I'm by myself, or whether you or Paul come to see me and check up on me, or even if I'm doing that with you guys, what I love about audio production is that I can be in my own little world, my own little bubble. And I think that's what also Avicii or any other DJ liked, because they are just in their own element. They're listening the tunes, they're listening the loops, the build-ups, the build-downs, those little other, let's say, mechanisms when it comes to those build-ups or build-downs. And that's what I really love about the process, because it starts from just a few pieces and then becomes something much bigger, I would say.
What I really take away from that era of music and these producers is the the collaboration between them.
That too.
It really speaks to me that Avicii is so often followed by a different big name.
Right.
And I do really think that there's something to be said for opening up the production bubble and opening up your world to allow other people to join in.
Very true.
With their own ideas, sense of sound,
Very true.
and sharing it with others. And that's honestly, I do see that reflected in how you do your work, Aidar, because it's a collaborative effort. You ask for opinions, you ask for first ears on it, and it's wonderful getting to just see what you've done, seeing what we can add. I mean, that's a testament to this program as well, because it's naturally sort of intuitively collaborative. Thanks for joining us.
Like and subscribe on NR92. There's always something worth sharing.